My father is the scariest man I've ever known, and when armed with a bottle of beer, he reaches nightmare levels. Just the crackle of his belt or the rise of his voice was enough to make me shake like a leaf. One night, while I struggled to get comfortable in bed from the bruises and sounds of my mother's crying, I hatched an ingenious idea to stop the pain and suffering. Scare Dad. Clearly, he just didn't know how his actions made us feel. But if I scared him like he scares us, maybe then he would change his ways. I tried anything I could think of to produce some fright and scare Dad straight. I would hide and jump out at him. He didn't even flinch. I placed a toy snake in the toilet, but that only resulted in a beating for me. Finally, I thought of destroying his alcohol. I know that people become scared when they lose something they love. So one by one, I poured my dad's bottles down the drain and eagerly awaited his reaction. I knew this would be it. This would be the thing to scare him. That night, I remembered my father discovering the empty bottles, becoming angrier than I've ever seen him. I remember him wrecking the house. I remember him storming into my room. I remember his hands around my neck and me seeing black. Luckily, my planning and hard work that night paid off though. Today, my father lives in constant state of fear. I'm always watching him, how timid and nervous he is at all times. Whenever I pay him a visit, his complexion turns pasty white, his body shivers like I used to, and he breaks into a cold sweat. I scared my father so good, you would think he saw a ghost. Oh, it's good that I finished reading this story because this is pure comedy gold. This is the thing you need when you're feeling down or depressed or whatever. At least for me, I gotta give props to the man. I got the story from the subreddit shortscarystories, and to be honest, this was fun all the way from start to end. Recording it, I had to record it at least 4 times because I was cracking the fuck up. But I also, this is like what, my 5th or 4th. I'm not even sure. I can't explain it. I don't even know what to even call these parts at the end of my video. I thought analysis would be fun, but maybe it would be like I don't know, like shits and giggles part or like honest opinions. I don't know how to freaking frame it. I don't know. I'll think about it while editing the video and just put it in. But I don't know. This was just freaking hilarious. Number one, it's like even the story starts amazing. Like, my father is the scariest man I've ever known, and when armed with a bottle of beer, he reaches nightmare levels. I've never met a man in my life, never ever met someone that was scary when he was drunk off beer. I've seen shit happen for vodka or whiskey or like strong liquors, but this is just freaking hilarious. I mean, it's just freaking hilarious. If the person that actually wrote this lives in the US, I know like beer in the US there's a certain limit when it comes to alcohol, at least when we're talking about consumer products, stuff like that. And I know there's certain beers that have more alcohol volume than others, but to me, it was just hilarious just thinking this man just sitting on his little chair, drinking his beer, and he's scary. Yeah, the only thing that's scary is gonna be like 5 minutes he drinks it, 1 minute he pisses it out. He just rented the fucking beer. He doesn't really, I don't know. I love beer. I love drinking beer myself, but I've never had these kinds of moments. The only thing that probably pisses me off about beer, if they don't have a beer that I like Heineken or whatever, that's the only thing that pisses me off, that I'll get angry about. But another aspect of this guy was just, I don't know, just losing my fucking mind just reading the whole story. It was just like the crackle of his belt. I literally just pictured this, and it was just hilarious. It was just pure freaking comedy gold, just reading it out, because the whole time, while I was reading it, I was just picturing the dude just doing something just just something along those lines. Literally took off my belt just to record this because I couldn't freaking keep it in myself. I just pictured little Timmy shitbags just soon as Pop comes home, you hear little Timmy going like, Pop, did you bring me something from the store? And I just hear Dad going like, what did you say to me, boy? What did you say to me? You want me to whip your ass again? You want me to take this belt and just go to town with you like I did your mother last night? Well, then again, I grabbed my belt and put her over her neck while I fuck her, so it adds a little bit of kinky flavor to our sex life, but that's none of your concern, boy. It was just freaking hilarious. Or just the rise of his voice. Like, everyone raises their voice at their child. So little Timmy was a little bit, handicapped in the fucking head. Just gotta be fucking honest. It was just hilarious to me. I just pictured little Timmy coming home and he has like a bad grade or whatever, and I just pictured his father going like, boy, you got an F again? Do I need to get out the power drills? I just thought we were just fucking losing it. But then again, another funny thing that just popped into my head was like one night while he was struggling to get comfortable in his bed from the bruises and the sounds of his mom crying. I think the dad maybe even has a fetish. Like, if his wife doesn't cry, he can't fucking come. So it was extra fucking hilarious to me. And also, I just pictured little Timmy just grabbing a fucking barker and playing Connect the Bruises. Yeah, it was just fucking hilarious. I can't express how much this was just brilliant. And also, brilliant plan, Timmy. Your ingenious idea to scare your father so he would stop abusing you. It's just golden. It's just fucking golden. It's just fucking, I don't know what kind of fucking mental fortitude you have to be to like, I get abused every day. Maybe if I scared the living shit out of him, maybe it'll stop. Yeah, that's excellent. That's perfect. That's perfect. Number 1, it didn't work. Number 2, putting a fucking toy snake inside the fucking toilet bowl. It's just comedy gold. If I did that to my father, I would be expecting the same fucking results. Who the fuck thought it would be a nice idea? Scare him another way. Don't do that. Like, I have a phobia of snakes. If I was little Timmy's father and little Timmy did that to me, number 1, I'll fucking exit the house, go outside, take a few deep breaths, try to get myself, calm. Or number 2, this is probably the more realistic scenario, I'll just probably just pour gasoline all over the house and just fucking burn it with little Timmy inside, because snake is inside the house, and that I have enough evidence and enough conviction to be like, yeah, that's enough. That's fucking enough for me to burn down my house with my child inside because that little retard caused this whole incident. So it was just fucking hilarious. And I just pictured little Timmy just trying to scare his father so many ways. Like, he's around the corner dressed as Cher. No, he's dressed as the construction worker from the Village People. He just goes up, boo, and the father's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, no reaction at all. He just goes into the fucking house, just sits down and just grabs a cold one and just keeps on, drinking. It was just hilarious. I would have loved to be present in the moment while little Timmy was there getting his ass whooped for the first time. But another funnier aspect was, I don't know, it's just, I think the way my brain works is just hilarious. The father kills little Timmy by choking the little shit out. Now picture this. After he finished choking him, he probably sobered up very quickly. But I think everyone should remember, the first 24 hours of a corpse is the most fresh it's gonna get ever. So it's a nice opportunity to, incest, necrophilia, pedophilia, since he's young, all that shit, just get out of the way immediately. But all joking aside, the father sobers up, and now he sees like a fucking Casper, the friendly ghost of his son everywhere, so of course he's gonna get pale and pasty and all this shit. It was just hilarious. I can just picture the father going like, I didn't mean to choke you so hard, I oftentimes practice on your mom, and we take it to extreme lengths sometimes. sometimes, but this has never happened. I think like the mom would be like, well, at least I won't hear the beating of the child anymore. I'll think I'll sober up quite well as well, honey. I'll cook you the best meatloaf. I'll be the best wife ever. Just don't choke me out like you did little Timmy. Regardless of the fact, this was a wonderful little story. This was, it deserves it deserves some kind of reward, not just like a dark humor kind of like, you can frame it as a joke. This could be a joke, not like a scary story. So I love that living hell out of this. Excellent little thing, excellent little story. Props to the individual that wrote this. That I got it from Reddit. All credit goes to him. I don't need anything from this. Just he made my day. He made my day. If you enjoy these kinds of videos, if you enjoy my style of narration and this part of analysis, it's not even analysis, it's just like me taking the piss out of whatever I was reading previously. Please subscribe, like, share, beat your child with a cane or extension cord or a belt, or your other dead son. Just take him out of the grave and just beat him with senseless the other one. Practice your choking techniques. You don't want to fuck anyone that is gonna just gonna kaboot, go just from living to unliving. I'm the Lone Soup Creep, and this was just a blast. I hope all of you guys that listen, whoever does listen at all, like, I know I'm not that big. I'm no fucking I don't know, Creeps McPasta, Mr. Creepypasta, all these guys. I'm just doing this as a hobby. Hope you enjoy this video, and stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day.